Hi, so hey, I'm Russ. I own CatchSunlight.com, Arc Oasis LLC out of Arco, Idaho. We manufacture greenhouses. We also sell polycarbonate greenhouse panels. And I think in the push for reductions in overall carbon emissions globally, spearheaded now by the Trump administration through both RFK Jr.'s Mayha movement as well as Elon Musk's focus on improvements in technology that increase efficiencies for governments. We're going to see a big focus on agricultural changes. We're going to see more greenhouses used in the next 5 years, real big increases thanks to AI, robotics, and a general understanding of the problems with CO2. So I'm sitting down here with Evan Wu. Mr. Wu owns Poly Valley Technology Ltd. Out of Tianjin, China. He's the largest greenhouse panel supplier in the world, a successful line, very successful business, well established. And it's also the product that, one of the products I sell through my company. Hunter Livesay, he's our translator. He lived for a couple of years in Taiwan, speaks fluent Mandarin. So what are some fundamental changes or challenges that are going to come to pass because President Trump is in office now?
supply chain 就好了。你觉得这是为什么膨胀没有那么影响？
Our company Polycarbonate, with very small sales volume in US, we have to say under 1% among the worldwide. So that's to say, if we even though we lost all the sales from US, it still influences us very small.
So Trump has proposed a 60% increase in tariffs. How realistic do you think that is?
We do not really think Trump will pose high taxes to China, like 60% to all the Chinese products. Because if he really poses the high taxes against China, which will make American inflation.
How do you feel for what you think is going to happen with energy costs due to these new green pushes in China?
Past like 10 years, I think the Chinese government is focused on to help the people to build the greenhouses. Under the government's help, so there are many really bigger greenhouses was built. Actually, they put many solar panels atop of the mountain, even in the desert. So they put just crazy lot of solar panels. They not only keep the desert not to expand, but also to use the desert to get more energy from it. Encourage the people to offer the roofing, for example, the warehouse, or even each family. If you would like to offer the roofing, we will encourage you to use your own electricity first of all. But if you cannot use all the solar energy, then the government will buy it.
China has a really good strategic perspective, and it's not just for the green movement. Energy independence away from fossil fuels, it could enable a nation to have independence. And I think Mr. Wu's comments, though, about Chinese government focusing on solar panels, I think this is very beneficial, creating that independence from fossil fuels. But I think one of the things that China did, which Mr. Wu touched upon, was having a concerted effort to develop greenhouses, actual food production facilities, using Mr. Wu's polycarbonate. And I really can see the United States doing that as well. It was John Kerry's 2023 statement that about 1/3 of overall carbon emissions come from land use, agriculture. So if we take that to heart, agriculture really has to fundamentally change for us to reach ultimate carbon neutrality. So what China did, not only did they lower carbon emissions through greenhouses, but they also created more food independence. I see that happening in the United States. So, Mr. Wu, did you see a lot of benefit from China's focus on creating greenhouses in terms of boosting your sales, your revenue with your company?
When the Chinese government encourage people to use the greenhouses, so there are really many people would like to involve the greenhouses, and during that time, I mean, I think like 5 years ago, each month we can supply the market like 500,000 square meters per month, just for greenhouses. And but nowadays, because of the project already stopped, because the big greenhouses it's already anywhere, we can say anywhere, but it's really, there are many bigger greenhouses around China, and the government do not think the country need too much this kind of big greenhouses, so they stopped it. And nowadays we really offer the market, I mean, like just like 50,000 square meters only.
So your domestic market in China is down to about 50,000 square meters, but you've picked up quite a bit globally. Your sales have increased globally throughout, let's say, South America, Latin America, Africa, even parts of Europe. And a lot of that, I think, can be traced to Germany losing their manufacturing capability to higher energy costs. Is my statement correct? Have you seen a boost in your sales because of the Ukraine-Russia conflict, resulting in European manufacturing to slow down?
Yeah, exactly. After the Russia and Ukraine war happened, the Europe cannot get the cheap energy, and I think not only the German, but the whole Europe industry get injured, get problem. So there are really many capital. I mean the financial capital came here, USA, and but the industry capital went to China. So there are some Europe industry companies, they moved to China. For us, we before the war, we really cannot easy to get the Europe market, because Europe already with so many factories, polycarbonate factories. But after the war, because they cannot get the cheap energy, and even some state, the situation is not so stable. So some factory closed, or some factory even want to move to China. So we really got better sales volume in the Europe region.
Give me a feel for why your quality is better than other polycarbonate greenhouse panels throughout the world.
We already know the all the technology to produce the how to produce the high good quality polycarbonate sheet. Secondly, in China, because we have a full industry chain, which means from our supplier, we really can get the material supplier, and they can offer us the affordable material with a really good quality. Secondly, we, as the Chinese instruction is really good and stable, so that's to say we can get a stable electricity, and the price is really affordable. So combined all the production factors which lead the result, that's to say our polycarbonate sheets, it's really good quality and affordable. So that's really our advantage compared to other competitors.
I wanted to thank Mr. Wu and also Hunter. Hunter is our translator. He has some fluency in Mandarin, so he was able to translate some of the questions. But wanted to thank Mr. Wu for taking the time to talk about this. I think it's really important that we understand how things are changing and how how we can, our partners in China, throughout the world, we can really work together to focus on carbon minimization. So this is a good opportunity.